Good morning, it's MJ, the creator of the Crow Tarot and the Wise Dog Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful Monday morning here in Seattle. It is August 5th, and this is a general reading for the collective using the Wise Dog. And, I know some of you have asked about the Crow Tarot readings. I am still doing them. I haven't stopped. I do them every day. I've been doing them for the last year and a half. So they're just over on my Patreon page, and so you can find them there. I do ask that you subscribe, though. It's $1 a month, and your help, your contribution, helps me continue to do these readings, and it helps me, take care of my daughter. I'm a single mom. This is my job. This is what I do, and so I really do greatly appreciate you're joining or subscribing to my Patreon page. So it's also helping me from having to get a day job. So every little bit helps. So last month, the money that we had Layla's vet bill, which came in, which was really high. But, bills, paid for my internet and cell phone. So thank you. So let's get started, shall we? The first card I'm going to pull is that energy that we're working with today. And here we have this King of Cups. And this is an energy of creating a time of peace, of becoming that Zen master. This is where you may have had a difficult situation, but you understood how to transform it into something that wasn't going to derail you or throw you off, but instead you learned how to control your emotions and your reactions. And as a result, you calm those waters. So the energy that's coming to us, this external influence that's happening, is the Four of Pentacles. And that's, perhaps feeling a bit of worry or scarcity. So let's see what advice these dogs bring back. We have the Six of Cups and connecting with our intuition and our inner child. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? The first card we have here is this time that we're in right now, where perhaps there is some volatility. There is, that feeling like the waves are crashing, right? And there's a bit of uncertainty and some chaos that comes with that. However, we're in this position where perhaps just through maturity, through life, through experience, that you're able to take these experiences that are at this current time that may be causing this volatility, and process them in your mind in a way where you're able to recognize when something is completely out of control and how you can react to the situation so that you can bring it into a place of calm, where you can bring it into control, where you can not allow the elements to cause too much disruption within. So, like in the description for this card, the King of Cups, I liken it to how a wave crashes onto the shore. And it doesn't matter how violent that wave crashes in, it always goes back to the ocean calmly. And so that's what this energy of the King of Cups does, right? It takes a situation that may have been volatile, it may have been just, full of energy and emotion, and the King of Cups releases it back in a way that doesn't diminish what it was, right? It doesn't take away its value at all, but it sends it back in a way that helps it move into a place of peace, so it can so it can just be. And so this time, this King of Cups here is a chance for you to take a situation that may be difficult or that may seem erratic, and let it just become what it is. And it's almost like you diffuse it, right? You just like you let it just go back slowly, and not let it affect your emotions. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to think of a great example here for this. Imagine that you get to work and there's just a ton of chaos going on at work. There's like deadlines that need to be met. Your boss is up in an uproar. You've got coworkers who are quitting left and right, and you could either allow that to completely disrupt your day, allow it to cause you to send a flame email, back to your boss or whatever, or lash out. But instead, you take in everything that's happening, right? Just like how the sand takes in that crash of the ocean, right? And you allow it to be in the moment what it is, right? And you release yourself of the stress that comes from it, okay? You don't allow that stress to take hold. You send it back to where it was coming from. Just like the beach sends back that wave into the ocean, you do so calmly. And so that's what I'm getting here right now with this current situation, is that you've got all this stuff going on. You may have like a ton of things coming at you all at once, but all you can do is process each one in time, giving it its due, and not allowing it to ruffle your feathers, or not allowing it to, get you all worked up, right? Because when you're all worked up, you're not in your best frame of mind. You're not able to think clearly. You're not able to see your situation from a place with, of perspective, right? All you're doing is reacting. And so right now, the energy I feel like this King of Cups is asking, that's coming forward, is now we're in a place where we can, again, perhaps it's through maturity, through experience, whatever it is, you're able to have all this stuff come at you and ease into the situation and understand the situation and connect with your intuition, so that your first impulses are not ones that are overreactionary or that overreact to the situation. We all get bogged down by a ton of things during our day, that we can either react to in a way that creates more peace, or you can create drama, or you can create more stress for yourself. So we're in this position, I feel like today, to let things become peaceful, let things transform from chaos to calm. And so there is this element that's coming to us here in the Four of Pentacles, and this is the holding things tight to your, to your chest. This is where you move into that state of fear, right? Or, the scarcity. So if all the stuff that's coming at you is chaotic, and your way to manage it, is to hold things close to your, close in, it may be that that's where there's some problem. It may be that that's really, in an attempt to create calm, you're just closing yourself off from other people or the situation. You may be holding on to your resources for fear that, oh, you know what, everything's crashing down and now is not the time for us to go on vacation, because work is very volatile. That may be the case here with this. This is where you're holding your resources tightly. If you're dealing with something on, that's, say, a divorce or a shift in your your living situation or your relationships, or anything where there's a sense of uncertainty, you may feel this need to hold things tight, or you may find that there's a reason, like somebody may give you this reason to feel as though you need to hoard your resources. And that may be well and good. However, the question is, when you do that, what are you sending out? Are you sending out a signal to the universe that you're confident in yourself and what you can achieve, or are you saying, oh my God, this is all I'm ever going to get, so I'm going to hold everything in as tight as I can? Like with the work, going back to the work idea here, this may be you, again, putting off vacations, maybe tightening your belt a little bit, as a way to help you create a sense of calm. That may be the place that you go to, like if you know, like, oh, things are really unstable right now, what I'm going to do is just create a nest egg. And that may be actually the best course of action. However, looking here, we have the Six of Cups coming in the advice position. And the message I'm getting here is, for you, really, trust your intuition when it comes to this. But allow yourself to kind of just enjoy life almost like that, as like a child, where, maybe there is uncertainty. Maybe there is a reason for you to feel as though you need to tighten your belt a little bit. But at the same time, don't forget that life is supposed to be about fun. That life is not supposed to be, a struggle. I mean, it is a struggle for most of us, right? But really, we're here to enjoy, and this is to enjoy the experience and get as much out of this experience as we can. And so the vibe I get here with this Six of Cups coming in is that allow for even like little bits of joy to seep in. It may not be, such a bad idea at this time to perhaps protect some of your resources. If there is a situation in which you're trying to just get yourself into a place of feeling, peaceful, or, a place of feeling secure with your current situation. If things, if you're in a position right now where you need to create calm out of chaos, it may become that putting away some money and allowing yourself to have that bit of security may not be the worst thing in the world. The question, though, is, are you operating from a place of lack and scarcity? Is there really a reason for you to be hoarding away everything? Or is this perceived, right? Are you letting yourself, allow fear and this, uncertainty dictate how you're using your resources? I mean, this may be your first, your go-to is like when things start getting a little shaky, you just start squirreling money away. But the question is, what message does that send out? Does that send out the message that you're confident in your skills and your abilities? Or, are you sending out the message that this is all you'll ever get? And because of this, you're going to make sure that you keep whatever you have. And so, again, with this Six of Cups coming in here, there's this steady flow of water and this little fish. And this is about capturing that feeling of being youthful again and playing. And there may be some sense of fantasy involved here, because you're letting yourself dive into that mind, your childlike mind, right? You're letting yourself experience life from that of a child without the responsibilities, without the chores and all the bills and all the things that, like as a child that you don't have to worry about. So the advice, the advice I'm getting here this morning with this reading is, allow for some time for play. Allow yourself to enjoy life. That does not mean to be irresponsible, however. It does not mean that you should throw caution to the wind and go out and spend all your money, when things maybe are in a place where you're trying to find calm during a chaotic situation, right? It may be that there needs to be some balance here with what's going on, and having these cups on either side of the pentacles, tells me that you need to balance out your emotions with your material possessions. You need to find a sense of wellness, for your mental state when it comes to dealing with a difficult situation in which you may feel a bit of stress around the material world here and your finances. So I hope this reading is making sense. And look at me again, I'm looking at the balance here. It's like, when I look at these readings, this is we have these two blonde puppies here, and we have this shepherd, and it's light and calming energy with this water. We both, they both have this water and these muted tones, and then we kind of have this darker energy here in the center, which is causing this feeling of lack and scarcity. So I feel right now is this is a time to balance that out. It's let yourself enjoy life. Maybe it means that you still go on vacation, but it's just not the crazy whirlwind vacation, right? This is where you have this little give and take here, where you allow yourself to let go of your resources enough where you can send that message out to the universe that you want to create a steady flow where you're not concerned that this is all that there is for you, because you know that there's more out there. But at the same time, you value what you have, and you're not going to be frivolous with it. You're not going to treat your resources perhaps like a child would, who just goes into a candy store and just buys whatever they want. And so I feel that's what we're getting here, is this balance and this gentle sort of ebb and flow, and creating a place where you're able to feel confident in this calm state, and allow for a little bit of fun, but at the same time being pragmatic. So I hope this reading makes sense. Ooh, what a way to start a week. Yowzers. Okay, well, yeah. I feel like this is you controlling how things go back, how you're dealing with if there's any sort of chaos right now. This is how you take that chaos, create a place in your mind that is peaceful, and when you send it back, it creates a place of stability, but one where you're allowing yourself to still enjoy life. So anyway, much love to you. I really hope that this reading makes sense for you. And I've got some stuff I think I need to think about with this one. So peace. Bye for now.